Hello everyone, welcome back to Feed the Beast. My name is Zerul. I will be your conductor for today's impending train wreck of an episode. Today we're going to be focusing on a couple of different things there. We're going to start off by trying to get our ME storage system expand a little bit with some extra dimensional barrels. And then we're also going to go ahead, if we have time afterwards, and start working on improving our power situation a little bit there. So let's go and get started a little bit there. First thing we need to do is we need to make ourselves some diamond shards. Now this is diamond shards are going to be used for the making of a wrath igniter, which is an incredibly dangerous item that we're gonna put together. I'll show you about that here in a moment. To do this, we're going to use this using a craft packet stamper. Now let me show you how the craft packet stamper works. So let's go ahead and grab a little bit of iron and a couple of sticks. So there we go. Now the way this works is you put a little bit of paper here, and then next thing you do is you indicate here where these items are going to go and plop. Drop the items in. So top three are going to be iron. Next, create the next one. And whoop, let's try that again. Alright, so sticks. Still working on how to completely figure this out. So let's say we put that there. And then we put that there. There. So this gives us 3 iron on top, 2 sticks, and that should make us a pickaxe. So let's put it in the stamper. Pickaxe. There we go. That's pretty much it. So what I went ahead and did, we can let's just throw this in our disposal system here. Plop. All right. What I did off camera is I went ahead and gotten quite a bit of creeper killing going on. I made myself some TNT. I made this craft packet here. So this craft packet is made with obsidian in the corner, TNT in a diamond shape, and a block of diamond in the center. What block of diamond is we put 9 diamond into a compressor. This is going to go into the stamper, and it gives us 8 diamond shards. This is going to be really vital here. So, let's go ahead and make ourselves a wrath igniter then. This is going to be a little bit of nether brick and there we go, diamond shard. 1. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab something else here. I put some iron blocks somewhere. Did I put them in there? Yes, I did. Alright. So let's go ahead and let's go reset the time first real quick. Then we'll go play with our Wrath Igniter. The Wrath Igniter has got to be one of the most dangerous items that I've seen in Minecraft. I mean, things like the nuke and all that are dangerous in a very obvious sort of way. But the Wrath Igniter just sort of, it takes it to another level. Come on, die. Eat slime. Eat slime. Come on, eat it. Eat it. Ah. 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 Come on. Get it. Ah, there we go. What was it? Alright. So let's go ahead and head out over here. We're going to head to this little island. Now, this area, I'll go ahead and give you a forewarning. It's not going to last. But I'll show you what we're doing. So first off, nope, that's not what we're doing. I'm going to pack this up. There we go. Alright, and then we're going to place this here. Plunk, plunk. There we go. Alright. Now, the Wrath Igniter basically burns stuff, and it creates a fire that spreads. So let me show you how this works on this first. And let's get away. This is going to take the iron, and it's going to burn it, and it's going to turn it into dark iron here in just a minute, which we can break down to make dark iron ingots, which we'll need for our extra dimensional expansion here. There we go. Now, the Wrath Fire will only expand to items of a like nature. Expands quite a bit, so let's go ahead and put this in our inventory real quick before we get to that point. Ah. There we go. Alright, so we have our dark iron, so let's go ahead and break this up here. There we go. Cool. And then we'll be able to break that dark iron blocks down. Let's see just real quick to make sure we don't need that for anything separate. Nope. So, boom, 32 dark iron blocks. Check. Alright, now, here is where we're going to test this part here, which is really, really dangerous. Alright, let's put... And look at the dark... looks like the Wrathing Iron doesn't have a whole lot of usage, which is fine. Alright, there we go. Now, this is going to... Let's see how far this will actually end up spreading. This should burn that. Let's just jump over here. There we go. And the fire is starting to spread. It is turning all of the sand that it can get a hold of into glass. Now, this can actually be a pretty interesting way to do something here. Say you built yourself a little tunnel under out in the ocean or something like that. I can see where you might be able to use this to quickly turn it into a glass tunnel here. But you see, it's just spawning. It's just going non-stop, and it's going to keep going until it can't burn no more, basically. And thankfully, let's get this out of our hands again. Here we go. And, there we go. It does have a normal fire, which can spread, but we're in good shape here. We don't have to worry about that. But it turned all of this top layer all the way over here. And it's still burning. It's still burning. So let's say if we were to... Is it done? I think it's done. So, we have glass, which admittedly looks pretty cool, but imagine doing this out on a little prairie where you proceed to burn the entire prairie around you into dirt. So, very dangerous, but at least we can come back and get some more glass later if we need. Alright, so let's go store this somewhere very safe. Thunk. And let's throw this in here. Alright, so next we need to make some extra dimensional upgrades. Alright, where is this at? There we go. So this needs a barrel, some dark iron, leather, ender pearl, and blaze rods. Alright, so we should be able to get everything. So let's go ahead and make a few barrels first. Do we have any in storage? Actually, we do. Never mind. We're good to go. Alright, so we got barrels. Let's see here. Do we have Eyes of Ender? No, we don't. So we need to convert this with some iron. Let's just grab a full stack. And let's see here. Let's grab our minimum stone. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's do 6. Alright. Actually, let's do 8. Since apparently we have exactly enough for 8. One, 2. Alright. Next, we need some blaze rods. We need some more blaze rods, but I can go through and get those later. We've got at least enough for 5, it looks like. And we got plenty of leather, if I can spell correctly. So, there we go. And there's that. And there's that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Check. There we go. Alright. So this will make it so that our barrels can actually go above the 64 block limit. Alright, so first thing's taken care of. We are in good shape. Alright. Next, we need to go ahead and we need to make ourselves some storage buses. There we go. Now, the storage bus is basically used to take an item and tie it into the ME storage network. So to do this, we need some cable, some iron, and then an interface. And the interface is going to be a conversion matrix. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this. Let's see what we have first here. Alright. So let's just throw this all back in here. So first things first, we need a storage matrix craft. Alright, so processor, quartz, iron. Alright. So redstone, processor, quartz, and iron. Right, let's make like 5. And you can get the pattern out. There we go. Alright, so iron, redstone, quartz. Let's grab that. That's good. What am I missing? Glass. We can get some glass. And then let's grab a cable from there. Grab a processor from here. I'm just gonna make a bunch of different things. Right. Alright, so first up, this is going to be this, followed by that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is going to make a conversion matrix. Encode that. Check. Alright, next, actually let's go throw this in real quick so we can make a quick conversion matrix. Plop. These things are incredible. Conversion matrix, let's make 1. Check. Alright, so next, let's make a interface, which is going to be cable, glass, iron, and matrix. So matrix, iron, and glass. Check. Assembler pattern. Let's go back up here. Throw this in. And we have our assembler. Yeah. So, interface. Let's go ahead and make one of these. Alright, the interface is cable. There we go. Keep saying interface. Alright, and storage bus. Alright, we're actually going to be making a decent number of these. And then let's do a couple more things since we have the patterns already. Alright, let's see here. Let's get some quartz, dust. Yeah, this is what we want. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Glass, glass, glass. Gives us one of those. And in fact, let's go ahead and do this. 2, 3. Glad. I can talk and do stuff at the same time. Alright. This should make it a lot easier to make this stuff later. Alright, there we go. And finally, redstone, redstone, cable. Alright, so let's go throw these in here. 1, 2. And now when we make one of these, it'll take make one of these, and then make one of those. Throw that in there with all of this, and then it should eventually make it to that, and then that can go to that. They'll all stack on top of one another to create what is necessary. So let's throw all of this stuff in here. Alright. So let's go ahead and make 5. 3, 3. So the more CPUs you have in the crafting unit, the faster these things can craft together there. So when you have items that are made of multiple layers of created items on top of one another, it really helps to expand that. Alright, so we got that, we need some regular cables. So let's grab those. And then I should have this. If you didn't see this earlier, this is my canvas bag. This is really, really simple to make. Apparently not simple to spell, but canvas bag is made of 8 canvas, which is string surrounded by, or sticks surrounded by string. And if you put a die in here, you can color it something. Alright, so let's go ahead and go downstairs over to this area. Right. Ow. So we're gonna go ahead and tie into here. Now I've already started getting set up with this a little bit. So there we go. In fact, let's do this. And I shouldn't have done that because oh well. Alright, so typically barrels need to be inputted from the top and then outputted from the bottom. In this case, doesn't actually need to be done with this there. Regardless of how you connect this, you can connect this from the top, the bottoms, or the sides, and the storage bus will link the entire thing to and from into the network. It's real simple, real straightforward. So what I've got done here is I went ahead and dug out the rest of the way there. So in fact, let's do this, just because it'll make it real much easier later on. There. So I've got one storage bus, 3 storage buses currently connected. Let's go ahead and place a few more. Actually, let's just connect this real quick before we worry about doing that. So before we do that, let me go ahead and show you this. So this is this. You see, there's no smooth stone anywhere in the network. Actually, just regular stone. Give me 1 second just to make sure, because I think I threw some in there. Yep. Let's pull this out real quick. There we go. So no regular smooth stone right in the network. So once we attach this cable correctly, this should link this into that, and these will link also together. And now, there it is. And then, even though this is linked from the bottom, so let's see here, 1501 stone. Check this out. Plop, plop, plop. And there we go, 1641. So even though it's connected to the bottom, it'll still input through the bottom and will still output. Storage buses, by default, these kinds of things have priority, so whenever you input something, it should go into these whenever appropriate. So if you set up a string of these, so forth, it should automatically fill in these whenever it needs to. Now, we're going to end up doing a couple of different things to get these all connected. I'm thinking we might end up expanding this out a little bit and connecting the cable here to go through that way, but we can just feed into the bottom of each one and make it even. So let's go ahead and do this next. So this is the extra dimensional storage. Let's see here, where's cobble? Alright, so cobble, dirt, alright, so good. We have everything we need. Let's just connect these here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. These are all connected. These are now connected to the network, so anytime an item of one of these would go into something, it would automatically go into this barrel. So let's throw this. There we go. We now have this set to interdimensional storage. So this will fill up more than 64 stacks. This can go like 1,064 stacks or something along those lines. Something obscene. Let's see here. Any more of these we want to do immediately? We'll come back to that later. Let's just go down the row. We're gonna outfit everything with their own units here. But the big ones are probably gonna be that cobblestone, dirt, stone, and I think, yeah, let's do one for marble also. Plop. So now let's pull all of this out. There we go. And let's throw this all back in. There we go, 24 stacks of marble. Now let's see if I pull some of this marble out. We'll pull out of there. Yep, it was pulling out of there. So let's see here, marble. Let's just do this. Throw all this in there. So 9 stacks left. That should be everything. Now I am going to put together a defragging system for this later. Basically, I've got to figure out a way to pull items out of one network into a box, put it into another network. I think I've got an idea for how to defrag this and get the items started to cycle out. So, but now we have all the marble here. Any other marble that goes into this will go into this automatically until this fills up. Then we'll start filling everything else up. Same with cobblestone and so forth. So let's do an experiment real quick with cobble. Alright, so there's 4 cobble in there. 7 stacks. Let's pull 2 stacks out. Yep. So when you pull out, it prioritizes pulling out of the regular inventory first. So you could technically keep doing this all day long, and it would pull from the drives first before it pulled from the barrels. Excellent. Alright, so this is pretty much what we're going to do. I'm going to be stringing all this up here, and eventually I plan on having barrels for as much stuff as I can. It's going to take a lot of iron to get to that point, though, because you're basically looking at actually, I guess not that too much there. 9 iron per barrel for getting this converted over. Yeah, that's probably the big thing. Maybe another 4 if you actually need to convert that. Maybe I'll go to the end at one point and get myself an ender pearl factory. That'll probably help sort this out a little bit. So yeah, I was going to do one more thing. Actually, let's grab some bricks. And let's fix that. There we go. Did it go in? Yes, it did. Excellent. Alright, so let's grab a pressure plate to fix what I messed up. Plop. Alright. Grab some of the sulfur goo. I think we're almost done. So yeah, I was going to do something else. If I can only remember what it was. Let's see here. I knew it was going to be something. Alright, tell you what, I'll be back in just a minute if I hadn't figured out what else we were going to do. So, back in a second. Alright everyone, I'm back. Now, I realized initially what I was going to do is I was going to do a little bit of messing around with energy test racks and stuff, but I've got a couple more things I want to do with applied energetics. So what I went ahead and did first off is I went ahead and queued up some blank patterns. I queued up 10, and I ran out of glass. Now, it doesn't say why that it stopped working, but what we're going to do is we're going to put ourselves a crafting terminal together. Now, this is real simple. Let's grab some iron real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is made like this. Iron, cable, processor, glass. Crafting monitor. Now, we're going to go up here and we're going to connect this to this. Let's do this here. Here we go. And actually it looks like, yeah, so I guess I just must have done something else there. So if you run out of materials, it'll tell you what's currently being crafted. If you're running out of materials, it'll tell you what materials are missing. So let's just pull this up. Let's throw this down here next to this bench. Okay, let's just throw this right there, like so. Monitor, terminal. Alright. So let's throw glass in here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to do ourselves a quick defragmentation system. Now for this I need a couple more buses. I need an export and an import bus. So I need 2 pistons, an ME interface, a sticky piston. Alright, so let's grab 2 pistons and 2 interfaces. Alright. So yeah, I need 2 of these. There we go. And then I need 2 interface buses. Check, we're good there. Alright, so let's grab some iron. Let's see here. So we have 200 resin or 122 of that. Let's do slime. Nope, I take it back. Let's do resin anyway. That's probably easier to get ultimately, and we can actually turn slime into more resin than slime itself. So let's go over here and we're going to make ourselves a quick sticky piston recipe. Now the reason why we're doing each individual steps is so that when you hit craft, it can craft whatever individual components that it needs. So let's go ahead now and let's make a quick sticky piston. Plop. There. Alright, so cable, interface, iron, sticky piston makes an import bus. And then we take that out and put a regular piston, it makes an export bus. Alright, I think that should be everything we need. Let's throw these 3 things in here. So we got piston, sticky piston, import bus, export bus. We got storage bus, cables. Alright, we are in good shape. Alright, so let's throw all these in here. So let's do 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 import, 1 export. Let's grab an iron chest since we have one. This should be perfect for our purposes. You know, just in case, let's grab a second one. The whole idea with the defragmentation system is you want the items ideally to be going into the chest that you want them to go into. So for instance, say that in this situation we've got a little bit here, a little bit there, they're on this drive, they're on that drive. We want to try and get as many items on the same drive as possible because it is more economically viable storage-wise when they're all in a similar location. So what I'm going to design is I'm going to put a system together that hopefully should work, that'll pull out of one network onto another. So we do need, that was the one thing that I was going to doing is a controller. Actually, do we need a controller? Actually, we may not do it. Let's go ahead and try this without one. Let's see what happens. So let's go ahead and go all the way down here. And hopefully I don't break my game. So let's throw a chest here. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a export bus here. Let's try that again. Now let's put the import bus here. Export bus here. So what should happen is it should import from here. It should pull back out and stick right back into the network. And let's see if this actually works. So, connect it there. Alright. If this works, we should not have to worry about... Alright, so let's do this for entire stacks of items. So let's put this here, just to see what happens. Now, let's go check our barrels real quick. Actually, nope, I was in the right place. Alright, so let's run in here. Alright, so let's do, in fact, let's do cobblestone, since cobble's going to be the big one here. We're going to transfer. Alright, so let's grab one cobblestone. There we go. And let's see if this works. So this should quickly... Nope, let's try that again. Put it on the wrong side. Alright, so let's say this is trying to import those, just to see what happens. Stacks should quickly fill up. And then should start emptying out. So let's go take a look at our barrel. Let's see if the barrel is filling up. Whee! And it is not. Alright, let's go ahead and go back. Ow. It may be something to do with the pre-formatted. Yeah, that's cycling there. The cobblestone was all sucked out of that one that was put into that one. So let's go ahead and set this up. And let's grab a couple of quick levers. So this should suck everything out. And there we go. Let's go ahead and check this. So, off, on. So this can be reformatted because it's no longer necessary. Give me a minute. I've got to go kill this thing. This is driving me out of my mind. I've really got to move from this place. Lots and lots of sticky resin this may give me. These things are annoying. Oh, and we get a creeper. Yep. Apparently the creeper's dead. And we got a little guy here. Alright. And let's go back to what I was doing, and it's just about time to wrap up this episode, so let's see if this worked. So we got a box full. Let's start to export it, and then let's go over here, and yeah. So the pre-formatted drives apparently has priority, but supposedly you can change priority. Let's grab my little crescent hammer out of my bag here. And let's see if this works. Actually, yeah, there we go. Let's check this in here. see if this has what the priority on this is. Oop. It's not what I was trying to do. Stone bricks. No, I wasn't trying to do cobblestone. Alright, so let's see what this happens to be. Alright, so let's put another cobblestone back in here. Troubleshooting, you gotta love it. Alright, so let's try this. Import, import, import. Let's go back to the barrel. Let's see if it actually stored. You know what? Here we go. I've got to build myself up to grab a chest plate. Cobblestone wall. Alright, so it is actually going into that. Alright. Let's go ahead and set this here to priority 2. Yeah. So now let's turn this on for a little bit. Off. Let's go back to the barrel. And let's see if the barrel... Cobblestone wall, and... it's sucking right out of there. Alright, so... apparently, this may be the first location these are getting pulled from. You know what? I should probably put my jetpack back on if I'm trying to go jump back up through a hole. Well, I will go ahead and work on the defrag system off camera, and I'll show this to you next time if I can get it working there. Apparently, as a proof of concept, it was a little concept and not much proof. So, I hope you all have enjoyed this this rousing episode here. Next time, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe we'll jump in a little bit of beekeeping. Beekeeping looks like it could be a lot of fun. Maybe we'll start working on some things over there in our building that I put together, and we'll go from there. So, hope you all have enjoyed watching. If you enjoyed this, a like is always appreciated, and my thanks to everyone who's liked so far, and everyone who has enjoyed watching this. And if you have any suggestions, please leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to look over those, and we'll see what we can do. So, have a great day, everyone. Goodbye. Okay, just a quick aside. I know that I ended the episode, but I figured out my problem there. I've got it coming in from this. It goes stack at a time into this. It gets pulled a stack back out and goes back into the network. When you have a pre-formatted drive will have preference over barrels. The only way I could go through to get that corrected was to remove the format, and then the barrels all of a sudden grab preference. The barrels, unlike the other things, do not have the capability to have your preferences change that I've been able to determine. So, and then once it gets to this point, turn off the input. There we go. Turn off that. And we have 193 stacks in this barrel. Let's go ahead and run back downstairs. Just to see, this drive is now empty. Ta-da. So, there it is. And so if you format a drive, if you want to put this onto a formatted drive, once it's formatted, that'll gain precedence, and this system will transfer the items into said formatted drive there. And if not, it should just be able to get everything setting on the same drive, hopefully. But this works really well. It's real simple for a defrag system. You could probably bury the cables and then put the levers above, but this is perfectly fine for me for the moment. I can always change this later. But this was able to move everything from there into there. So let's do the dirt real quick just to show that this still works. So we have to go through and unformat the drive, because I've got a dirt pre-formatted drive. We'll do the same for gravel here in a second. Yeah, dirt and gravel. So dirt, format, pre-format removed, gravel, format removed. So if we go back in here and throw these in this drive, and let's go back all the way over here. Now, it's not automatic. You do have to prime it with something. So in this case, we're going to prime it with some dirt on both sides. Tell it what we're going to defrag. And dirt is moving from the previous drive into the barrel because the barrel has a higher priority. Excellent. And then we'll do the same thing with the gravel at a later point. But thanks for watching. I hope everyone has a great day.